evening, everybody. This is Rob Johnson with the Stragged Media Network, coming to you from Louisville High School, home of the Leopards, as we have a primetime battle tonight between the Louisville Lady Leopards and the Lady Cardinals of Canfield. I am joined on the mic tonight by Paige Folk.
Good evening, everyone.
And behind the scenes tonight is Big Jack Horn, as he gives me the wave. The Lady Leopards come into the matchup 3-1 after starting the season 3-0. After falling to a very, very strong shooting and defensive team in Boardman, 55-45. The Lady Leopards struggled defensively, which so far has been their strong suit, and leaving their three-point shooters open against Boardman. They struggled from the field and from the line in the second half. That's when Boardman took over and took the lead and never gave it back. Although the Lady Leopards did make a run at the end of that game, but it was just not enough. So hopefully they'll turn things around. The Lady Leopards are led offensively by Brooke Herron and Courtney Barwick. Herron, who is looking to surpass the 1,000 mark in the all-time scoring record. Unofficially, she is 189 points away from 1,000. Barwick, who is averaging somewhere around 15 points a game, is a lights-out outside shooter and a very strong defensive young lady. So they're hoping somebody else, maybe Taylor McCauley or Lexi Wasara, might be able to help them out on the offensive end. And Lexi, of course, very strong on defense.
Yeah, I've said this past couple games I've been on, she has made her mark this year as a senior. Coming in freshman, sophomore year, she knew what she had to do building up, and last year you started to see it towards the end of the season, and this year she came in lights out, knowing what she needed to do, and she did it.
Well, and that's how you get on the starting lineup like she is right now. Now for the Lady Cardinals, they come in 2-1, averaging 57 points a game. They are led by Jenna Treveri, Cami Harritz, Cami Dill, and Carly Fleming, just to name a few. This is a team that went 25-2 last year and went all the way to the regional final, finally falling to a Northwest team that was 27-3 and lost in the state final. The Cardinals returned several faces from that team and expect to make another run at it. It will be a huge test today for the Lady Leopards.
No, I definitely agree with that. This will be a game to watch. I think coming in, as long as we keep our heads high and we set the tempo like we're good at, I think we'll be fine.
Well, in this team, last year we had the opportunity to cover Canfield a couple different times, whether it was Louisville or we did the Marlington games with the home doubleheader for the boys and the girls last year, and then we also did the regional semifinal against Marlington. So strong team. As to the matchup, these two teams have faced each other 16 times. The Cardinals do hold a 12-4 advantage with a 3-3 record here at Louisville. Last year, the game was won handily by Canfield, 51-36. But that was led by Kate Salee, who had 16, but she's off playing college ball now. The Leopards were led by Brooke Herron and Courtney Barwick with 12 and 11 respectively. So we're going to take a step back here for the pregame ceremonies, and we'll be back with you here in just a few minutes.
Tonight's contest featuring the visiting Canfield Cardinals and the Louisville Leopards. Let's make this contest an enjoyable one by remembering to respect each other and respect the game. The officials assigned to this game have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. The officials for tonight's game are as follows: Chad Oakes, Mark Hodges, and Derek Harrison. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you join us as we celebrate the United States of America, the freedom which we as Americans enjoy fighters, liberators, champions of justice for all persons. Before we honor our brave and dedicated American heroes, we ask that you please stand or remain standing. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. After a brief moment of silent prayer or reflection, we ask that you join us in singing our national anthem, Star Spangled Banner. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we would like to introduce the starters for tonight's game. For the Canfield Cardinals, led by head coach Matt Lear. Their starting lineup: number 0, Grace Fisher. Number 4, Henry Bill. Number 11, John Severi. Number 2, Conley Fleming. And number 54, Kenny Ritz. And starting lineup for the Louisville, the Leopards. The Leopards are led by head coach Jim Williams, assisted by Chad Weaver and Drew Meister. Here are the starters for your Leopards. Number 2, Kirby Butler.
So here we go, Brooke. Like we said, it's going to, oh my gosh. I was staring at Brooke Heron.
It's all right. Not the first time, not the last time. Like I always say, it's a compliment.
I know. I'm just like, ugh. I get in the zone here sometimes,
That's
and I'm
all
just
right.
like, I was staring at Brooke Heron, giving her the head knob, as we say, so she can go get some, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways, Paige, why don't you run down the lineups for us?
All right, so starting for Canfield, it's going to be number 0, Gracie McQuinston. Number 4, Cami Dill. Number 11, Jenna Treveri. Number 22, Carly Fleming. And number 54, Cami Fritz. On the court for the Leopards is going to be number 2, Courtney Barwick. Number 22, Alexis Massara. Number 24, Brooke Heron. Number 33, Taylor McCulley. And number 35, Shay Klein.
So Leopards win the toss, or the tip, and they come down, take a shot, and it's out of bounds for Canfield as we try to shake the rust off here. So here we go. Barwick will inbound. She's looking. Kicks it into Klein. She'll shoot. No good. And it's going to be out of bounds. That'll be Canfield ball. So the Lady Cards will come the other way with 7:48 first quarter. As Treveri pushes it up the floor, gets it tapped away. Nice pass, nice look, layup, no good. Rebounded Leopards. coming the other way. Barwick up to Heron. Heron's going to push. She drives, pulls up for two. Shot no good. Rebounded Canfield. Canfield's going to come the other way. Treveri up the floor to McQuiston. McQuiston shoots. Shot no good. And it's rebounded by McCulley. McCulley lead pass for Heron. Heron's going to drive. Takes it to the hoop. Layup. Scoops good. 7-18 here in the first quarter. Lady Leps lead 2-0. Tapped away with Sarah. Tapped away by McCulley. Shot was no good. And after a scrum on the floor here, it will stay Lady Leopard's ball. Or excuse me, it's going to go Canfield. So Treveri will inbound. As she'll bring it up the backcourt, guarded tightly by Wasera. The Lady Leps in a man-to-man defense here, full court, and it's going to be taken away by Heron. And we got one ref calling a foul, the other one calling a jump ball. So, and it's going to be.
I believe they're calling a foul on Brooke Heron.
So they call the foul on Heron.
It's going to be Dill carrying the ball.
Inside, nice look. Layup's good. 2-2, 6:49. Lady Leps and Cards all tied up as Barwick brings it across the timeline. Gets it over to Heron. Heron dribbles, drives, takes it to the hoop, layup, and she'll get called for traveling. If that would have been the NBA, it would have been good, but not in high school. So
No, not yet.
Treveri pushing. She's going to bring it up the floor. Blocked by Barwick. McCulley has it tapped away. Treveri gets it up the floor. Shot no good. Rebounded by McCulley. McCulley going to bring it up the backcourt and cross the center stripe. She's going to dribble. Kicks it off to Klein, to Wasera. Back to McCulley, over in the left side to Heron. And they're going to give a second foul to Heron, I believe. Oh, they're going to say out of bounds. So
Treveri to Brown. It's going to go into Dill.
Dill dribbling, guarded by McCulley. She's going to kick it off to Treveri. Treveri spins, kicks it outside into the corner. They're going to drive baseline, and she's going to step on the line. So the ball's going to go back to the Leopards. A little bit sloppy play here so far, Paige.
I think intensity is definitely high. I think not that we're having trouble keeping up with it. The trouble is that we weren't the ones to set it. You know, once we get into the move it, I think we'll be fine. Once we get our groove, once our shots start landing.
So checking into the ball game will be Macy Colina, number 15 for the Cardinals, as Barwick takes it to the hoop. Layup's good. Nice drive by Courtney Barwick with 5:35 here in the first quarter. 4-2, Lady Leps lead. Treveri picked up by McCulley, or Dill, to Treveri. Treveri gonna kick it outside into the corner to Dill. Dill's gonna dribble, kicks it back out to McQuiston. Back over to Dill on the left wing. Into the crossed over to the right wing to Treveri. Stolen by Heron. She's going to push the other way. She has it tapped away. Nice hustle by Grace McKiston. And substitution back into the ball game is number 54, Cami Hiritz. And number 5, Marina Koenig.
And for the Leopards, it's going to be sophomore number 5, Maggie Baker.
So Baker gonna dribble, gives it off to Heron, top of the circle. Looking, dribbles to the right side. She's gonna take, pulls up for two, no good. And I believe she was fouled. I believe they called Cami Harritz, number 54, for the foul. 4:49 here in the first quarter. Lady Leps lead 4-2. Heron at the free throw line. Shots up and good. That's going to make it 5-2, Lady Leps. That'll be 3 points for Heron. Second shot is good. 6-2 Lady Leps. As Dill will get it up the floor. Back to Hurwitz in the corner. Gonna dribble, kicks it back out to Dill. Shot for three, long, no good, rebounded. Barwick up the floor to Heron. Heron's gonna take to the hoop, layup is gonna be good. That's gonna make it 8-2 Lady Leps with 4:27 left. Dill has it go off her leg. Koenig gonna bring it up the backcourt, guarded by Baker. She gets it up to Kalina. And so the Lady Leopards will get the ball here. 4:14. And we've got a timeout. I believe it was Canfield. Well,
some great movement coming from the Canfield side. I think their intensity is definitely, keeping them strong, keeping them in the game. Defense, I think, first quarter kind of starting a little slow for us for Louisville, but definitely coming back into it.
well, I'll tell you what. This is the intensity that team brought last year when they made the run to the regional finals last year.
The intensity you have to have if you plan on going that far.
Right, and you can see a lot of the players that played in that run last year, and especially on defense, coming from behind the hustle there to get back and tap the ball away from behind. By the way, if you're watching us, give us a hail. Let us know where you're calling from or watching from. And so Lady Leps inbound. Barwick to Heron. Heron dribbling. Guarded by McQuiston. Over to Mabel Kiko, who just arrived to the ball game. Tap back to Kiko. She's going to get it over to Lily Lab. She'll spin back out to Kiko. Over to Heron. Heron looking. She's going to drive down the lane, takes it, and they're going to say she was fouled on the floor. So Lady Leopards will inbound on the baseline. Barwick to inbound, gets it into Heron, picked up by McQuiston, over to Wasera. Wasera back to Heron on the left wing. Back up top to Wasera, back to Heron on the left wing. Heron's gonna dribble, over to Kiko, pulls for three, bang! And just like that, Lady Leopards stretch the lead, 11-2, 3:30 here in the first quarter as Treveri bringing it up across the center stripe. She'll give it off to McQuiston. Has it tapped away. Almost stolen by Heron, and Canfield throws it away. So with 3:18, the Lady Leps are going the other way. So with Sarah will inbound. She'll give it off to Barwick, who will walk it up the backcourt across the timeline. Gets it off to Lab. Lab looking. Gets to where Sarah, top of the circle. Over to Barwick in the corner to Heron. Heron back up top to Lab. Over to Wasera. Wasera's going to dribble, dumps it off to Heron. Good pickup by Barwick. Nice kick to Wasera for two. Shot's no good, and it's going to be rebounded by Canfield. Canfield going to get it up to Treveri. Treveri into the corner to McQuiston. She'll pull for three. And no good, rebounded by Barwick. 2:34 here first quarter. Barwick dribbling, gets it stolen by Treveri. She's gonna push the other way, taking it to the hoop, and she's gonna get fouled by Lexi Wasera. So the Cardinals will inbound on the baseline. 2:23, that's Lexi Wasera's first foul.
Great recovery on her part.
Tapped away, stolen by Barwick. Barwick pushing up the floor to Heron. Heron gonna pull for two. Shot no good, rebounded by Kiko, has it tapped away. And Kalina able to get it into the corner, stolen by Kiko to Barwick, who pulls for three. No good, rebounded by McQuiston. Almost stolen by Kiko. Kalina bringing it up the backcourt, over to Treveri. And she'll kind of slow things down here. McKiston for 3, air ball, and tapped out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Cardinals. So here comes some mass substitutions for the Lady Leopards. That's Klein, Riley Walters, and Taylor McCauley. Looks like number 22, Carly Fleming, back in the game for the Lady Cardinals. So Barwick coming up the backcourt. She's guarded by Fleming. To Walters, to McCauley. McCauley over to Klein. Almost stolen by Fleming. In the corner to Walters for 3. Off the front of the rim. As Fleming's going to push the other way and has it tapped away. That was nice defense.
It definitely was. Lexi was coming on the inside. Excuse me. And Walters having that pressure right out back.
So Heron will check back in for the Lady Leps, and Barwick will sit down. 125 in a rather low scoring affair for the Lady Leopards here so far.
I would agree with that.
Canfield
Pressure this high.
able to get it in, shot for 3, back of the rim, no good, rebounded by Heron, who's gonna push the other way. Heron dribbling, turns and has it stolen. Harwitz coming the other way, guarded by McCauley. She's gonna turn and spin, throws it away, and Fleming picks it up and hands it off to Dill. Inside to Harwitz, shot, rolls off the rim. McCauley up to Wissera, and she just can't quite track it down. Yeah, that was a very nice play. So with 54.9 seconds, Treveri will inbound for the Lady Cardinals. Gets it to Kalina, over to Dill. Dill up the floor to Harwitz. Harwitz to Dill. She's gonna fake. Gets it off to Fleming. Fleming to Harwitz. Harwitz is gonna be fouled by Heron. That'll be Brooke Heron's second foul.
With the small student section forming on the Louisville side here.
Well, trust me, even when they're small, they're loud here.
They don't like to be ignored very often.
Got a shout out here from Jared Heller, watching from the metropolis of Nimishillen Township. Jared Heller, shot for 3, no good. Jared Heller of Leopard Nation. Always Johnny on the spot with the information. We appreciate everything from him. Heron over to Wissera. Wissera gonna bring it back out up top. Back over to Heron on the left wing. She's dribbling. Looking. Barks out some instructions, trying to get the team to move. Inside to McCauley. She's going to drive, takes it to the hoop. Layup's good. Nice drive by Taylor McCauley as the first quarter expires. Lady Leps lead 13-2. And Paige, I'll tell you what a first quarter.
I would definitely say that one of the most exciting quarters that we've seen so far, and it's just the first of this game. You know, coming into the match, I would say that Canfield kind of set the intensity, but Louisville didn't think twice about matching it.
No, and they kind of, I think the pace better suits Louisville.
Oh yeah.
As that's been kind of their mojo this year, is get out, play fast, play full court defense.
I think with any team, you give them too long to think, and things can get a little messy. You give this team a quick intensity, and they let muscle memory take over. They let the shots fall. You know, they trust their teammates, which is a very important thing to have, and I think you can definitely see that with this team.
I would like to see them start to hit the outside shot. It seems like early in the season, I know you're still working on getting your feet out from underneath, or feet underneath you, I should say, and start hitting some of those open jumpers, but that'll come.
A lot of substitutions, which I don't think is very normal for our Louisville Lady Leopards here in the first quarter.
Well, no, and I think that helps for the longevity of these starters as we go later into the game.
Yeah, I think that's also a factor in kind of that outside ball that you're looking for.
So coming back to the floor is Barwick with Sarah, Heron, McCauley, and Klein. Harwitz, Dill, Fleming, Kalina, and Treveri for the Cards. Over to Barwick. Barwick's going to dribble. Goes behind the back, loses it. Tapped away by Dill, and Barwick's going to get a foul. And that is going to be 3 fouls for Courtney Barwick, I believe. They had it up wrong, so now all of a sudden she has 1 foul. I don't know how that went from 2 to 3 to 1, but hey. So 7:38, here's second quarter. Fleming over to Dill, back up top to Harwitz, to Treveri on the right wing. She dribbles, gives it off to Dill, to Kalina. Kalina dribbling, looking to Fleming. Fleming to Dill up the top of the circle. Over to Harwitz on the left wing. She'll give it to Kalina, back to Harwitz. Kicks it back out for 3. Shot no good, rebounded by Heron. And Heron will just walk it up the backcourt with 7:05 here, second quarter. Heron over to McCauley, almost threw it away. She'll fake, dribbles, almost taken away by Dill, nice play. Barwick kicks it over to Heron. Looking, fakes, drives, spins, turns, shoots, shot, doesn't go. Back out to McCauley, no good. And I'll tell you what, Klein is battling down there on the boards. Harwitz blocked by McCauley, nice block. Barwick coming the other way. She's pushing, drives, spins, takes to the hoop, shot's good. That's gonna make it 15-2 Lady Leps, 6:20 here in the second quarter. Harwitz gives it to Fleming in the corner to Treveri. Back out top to Dill. Dill's gonna drive, dumps it off to Harwitz for 3. No good. And we're gonna get a foul. Pushing the back. That was number 4, Cammie Dill.
Substitution for Canfield is going to be number 0, Gracie McKinston.
So with Sarah, brings it up the backcourt and across the center stripe. She's dribbling, looks, dumps it inside to Klein. Off to Barwick. Surprised I didn't call a travel there, but so Harwitz up the floor to McKiston. McKiston dribbling. Out top to Dill. On the right side to Fleming. Fleming gets it inside and knocked away by Brooke Heron. Nice play. So checking back in is number 5, Marina Koenig, and number 5 for the Leopards, Maggie Baker. Deep pass. Koenig, Harwitz to McKiston. She's going to dribble, dumps it back out to Dill. In the corner to Harwitz. She's going to drive baseline. Stolen by Barwick. Almost stolen back by Canfield. Tell you what, the Lady Leopards have to watch, Paige, as they can't put down their guard.
No, I believe that's going to be a foul on McKinston. Brooke Heron's going to go to the line.
Yeah, every time it seems like as the Lady Leopards start up the floor, they get the ball tapped away, so they really need to watch that.
A substitution that's going to come in right after this timeout for Louisville. It's going to be Sammy Beatty. It's going to be number 10. It's going to be her first time off the bench.
Well, I have to admit, Paige, I didn't see this start at 15-2.
I definitely did not. I knew coming in today that it was definitely going to be a game to watch. You know, my mom playing basketball in high school, loving the sport, coaching it, having my sister playing on JV. They've watched this team a couple times. They knew what they were coming into today. Definitely not what I was expecting.
Yeah, I mean, and you have a lot of players that played on that team last year that went so deep in the tournament, and so far they've had pretty good success, but they're just not hitting the outside shots right now. Hopefully.
I think once if their shots do start hitting, they're getting the open shot. They're getting open. They've had several 3 attempts. Nothing really just seems to stick.
Yeah, but it seems like both teams are struggling from the field right now. So Brooke Heron will go to the free throw line. She'll dribble, shoots. Shot's good. 16-2. Brooke Heron with 7 points. Second shot. Rims out. Tapped away by Baker, but picked up by the Cards. Dill gonna push up the floor. Kicks it to the corner. Shot for 3. Front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Dill. Dill's gonna dribble, fakes, turns, spins, kicks it off to Treveri. Treveri looking, back out top to Koenig, and she's gonna throw it away. She and McKiston kind of had their signals crossed. One went one way and one through the other way. So Baker will come across the timeline, gives it off to Heron on the left wing. She's dribbling, looking, dumps it to McCauley. McCauley back to Heron. Over to Klein in the corner to Beatty. Beatty dribbles, gives it to McCauley. McCauley gonna drive, takes it to the hoop, strong layup is good. Nice drive by Taylor McCauley. Makes it 18-2 with 4:16 here. That's 4 points for Taylor McCauley. Dill waving off McKiston. Over to Treveri. She'll drive. Kicks it into the corner for Dill for 3. Off the rim, no good. Here comes Heron. She's gonna slow it up a little bit. Now she's gonna pick up the pace. Takes it to the hoop, layup. And 1. So that's gonna make it 20-2 with Heron going to the free throw line. She has 9 and another night starting off well for Brooke.
Substitutions for the Leopards going to be number 11, Mabel Kiko, and number 15, Lily Lab. Coming in for Canfield is going to be at number 2, Leorona Janone.
Giannoni?
Janone.
You have to bear with us, folks. We don't always know the names and how to pronounce it. We do our best. So Giannoni gets it up the floor to Treveri. Treveri gonna take strong to the hoop. Layup is good, and she breaks the scoring drought for Canfield. Makes it 20-4 Lady Leopards. Beatty off to Heron. She saves it, throws it right to Treveri. Up the floor to McKiston. McKiston taking it all the way on contested layup. Good. 20-6 with 3:25 here in the first half. Baker dribbling, spins, guarded by Treveri. Gets it off to Kiko, tapped away. Tell you what, these Lady Cards have really good hands.
Mm-hmm.
Heron.
And they're reading these passes very well.
Oh yeah, Baker for 3, long, no good. Rebounded by Lab. Nice play by Lily Lab. It's gonna make it 22-6, 2:57. Treveri gets it off to Janone.
Janone? I think Janone's.
So McKiston to Treveri. Treveri's gonna drive. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Horowitz. Gets it out to Economus. To Treveri, drives, and she'll be fouled. So that foul will be on Sammy Beatty. That's her first foul of the ball game. So Treveri will go to the free throw line. First one's up, no good. And here comes mass substitutions for the Lady Leops. Looks like Klein, Barwick, McCauley, Violet Lab, and Lexi with Sarah. Second one's good. 22-7 Lady Leps, 2:31 as Barwick will bring it up the backcourt. Gets it over to Violet Lab. Lab to McCulley. Over to Wissera. She's going to drive, takes it, pulls it back out to Klein to McCulley. Over to Violet Lab on the right wing. Over to Barwick on the right corner. She's going to fake. Nice fake. Takes to the hoop. Strong. It's going to make it 24-7. 2:04 first half. Treveri. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't get it for a carry there. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Violet Lab. Gets it to Lexi Wissera. Up to Barwick. Across the center stripe. Barwick gonna take it to the hoop. Strong. Shot no good. Rebounded by Klein. Has it knocked away. Violet Lab able to recover. Wissera. Shot. No good. Not so sure if I like that shot selection right there. Harwitz. Over to, in the corner to Treveri, and the rebound, kick it back out to Janone. Shots for three, good. 24-10, Lady Leopards lead, but Canfield trying to make a comeback here. Barwick gonna drive, takes it all the way to the hoop. Layup's good, nice drive by Courtney Barwick. She took that right down the seam. Barwitz. Out to Janone, over to Treveri. She fakes, drives, takes it to the cup, blocked by Barwick. So McCulley pushing, takes it to the hoop. She got a little too far underneath the hoop there. 46 seconds. Treveri, cross court. Should kick it out. Blocked by McCulley again. Barwick coming the other way. She's going to take, gives it off to Violet Lab. Shot no good. Rebounded, and we're going to have a jump ball. Nice play by Shea Klein there.
Coming in for the Cardinals is going to be number 2, Carly Fleming.
I think from what they're lacking offensively, they're really picking up on the defensive end right now, the Leopards are.
Another substitution for the Cardinals is going to be number 15, Macy Kalina.
Plus, I'll tell you what, I like the way McCulley's playing tonight.
I definitely think she's reading the ball well, getting a hand on it.
So Treveri picks up her dribble. Janone up the floor to Harwitz. Cross to Fleming. Layup is blocked by...
Strong defense from Courtney Barwick tonight.
Up to Wissera. Shot's good. 3 seconds, 28-10, Lady Leps lead. There's a long pass, and no good. Nice way for the Lady Leps to finish. 28-10 here in the first half. With Courtney Barwick with 8, and I believe Brooke Heron with 10. I'm not 100%.
She has 9 at the moment, but...
You're correct. Sorry, we're trying to read the revolving board here as
lots of substitutions on both sides tonight.
It's been rolling faster than you'd imagine tonight. But regardless, Lady Leps lead 28-10. We're headed to half, and we'll be back here in just a little bit. This is the Straga Media Network.
Did you know that when you invest in your smile, you're investing back into your Stark County community? Welcome to Thomas Dental. My name's Tanya. I'm Dr. Mike's practice manager. Every day, we're investing back into our community. Here are just a few of our community efforts. Here at Thomas Dental, our mission is bringing smiles back to our community, one smile at a time.
techniques with Tori. Located at 133 East Main Street, Louisville, Ohio. Call today, 330-573-4580.
Beatty Sports has all of your athletic needs, specializing in corporate, school, and team apparel. In-house custom embroidery and silk screening makes the Beatty Sports tradition of quality and service unbeatable. Go Leopards!
It was the 1947-48 school year, and according to information in the LHS yearbook, the Mirror yearbook staff struggled to find descriptions for the Blue Raider symbol, which is what represented Louisville High School. They brainstormed multiple options, looked at various symbols and descriptive words, and created a display of different options for students to examine. It was time to vote on the future mascot. Student voting took place during a 7th period class at Louisville High School, and by a vote of 317 to 177, the Leopard was selected. More feared and more intelligent than the lion or tiger, vicious, graceful, leaps, hard bite, and full of fight. Here we are, 75 years later, a special anniversary year for our district. And in 1948, students at LHS that decided the future of this district would have a leopard mascot, and the community has embraced it.
And this is when the moments turn to memories, and this is when the future gets so clear to see, and this is when tonight becomes a masterpiece, and this is when the moments turn to memories,
And welcome back, folks, to Louisville as the Lady Leopards are rolling here, 28-10 here at halftime. It's been quite a run so far for these Lady Leopards.
Oh, I would definitely say that. You know, coming into this game, we talked a little bit earlier that this was not the outcome we were expecting coming out of this first half, especially not the first quarter. how far this Canfield team went last year and how many returning players that they've had. It's very impressive to see Louisville matching the pace that they set, keeping the intensity that they had.
Absolutely. And they've done pretty well in the first quarter, especially. They've done a great job on that. I believe you have some stats there as far as that goes.
Yeah, so first 5 games of the season, we're on number 5 right now. They're averaging about 100 to 30 in the first quarter, which is going to be about 26 to 6 for the team in the first quarter. For the past 5 games, 3 of which they've won, losing just last Saturday.
Right.
Last Saturday.
Well, and I believe for the most part they've held the lead in the first half. It wasn't until the third quarter against Boardman that they went behind and just kind of struggled a little bit in their third quarter. Although they have been struggling a little bit in the second quarter as they've been outscored 45 to 40. But let's see if we can't reverse that trend tonight.
I think tonight they're going to they're walking out of that locker room with a positive attitude, steady head on the shoulders. They know that the score right now, as long as they keep their intensity up and they keep their shots where they're at now, I think they'll be completely fine.
Well, and shout out to Ryan Brailer, who's once again watching us tonight. He's one of our favorite fans. He said this is an excellent response to coming off of a loss. It feels like the girls took that personal and came out with a strong defensive effort tonight. He loves the coaching adjustment with the rotation too. Go Lady Leps. And I tend to agree with them. I think that they came out with a chip on their shoulder. They didn't like losing that game the way they did the other night.
Any good team, you walk out of a loss, you're going to come back on the court your next game with something, to make up for. You learn something from that loss. You're working to improve it next time you play.
Well, and I think that that'll be a little bit of a lesson too here, as they didn't, much like Boardman, let them into the game in the second quarter. They just kind of kept things going, and hopefully they don't let off. They just kind of put the pedal to the metal here in the second half.
I would definitely agree with that.
Shout out to Dave Jackson watching from downtown Fairhope, an outskirt of Louisville here, if you're not familiar. So we've had Nimishillen chime in, we've had Louisville chime in, Fairhope. We're just waiting for somebody from Pleasant Grove to give us a shout, and we'll have all 4 burgs here. So we're still waiting on Canfield to come out of the locker room with 46 seconds left here in the first half, and here they come. Or in the halftime, I should say. Again, 28-10, Lady Leopards lead. Looks like our leading scorer in the ball game is Brooke Herron with 9 points. Courtney Barwick with 8. Taylor McCauley with 4, although she's been strong in the paint.
I would definitely, just some of the tips she's had, just alone you wouldn't see as, much of a big thing, but it's the upset that leads after, It's either a turnover or it's out of bounds.
Right. She's been strong rebounding, block shots. It seems like
her and Barwick tonight have definitely done a good job with that.
It's been that I call it LeBron style, coming from behind, knocking it away. So here we go. Lady Leps will inbound the ball here to start the second half with Sarah. She'll get the ball in the backcourt, guarded tightly by Treveri. She'll dribble left, spins, picks up her dribble, inside to Klein, tapped away, back to Sarah. She'll get it back, cross court to McCauley. McCauley dribbling, turns, kicks it out to Herron on the left wing. Cross court to Barwick, inside to Klein, tapped away. Klein retrieves it. Oh, she was looking for Barwick. Taken away by McKiston. McKiston to Dill. Dill's going to push the other way. Gets it over to Fleming, to Treveri on the left wing, in the corner to Dill. Inside to Harwitz. Harwitz to McKiston, back to Harwitz. Over to Fleming. Fleming gives it off to Dill. She's up top, over to McKiston, to Fleming in the left corner. McKiston thought about it, picks it up, dribbles, drives down the lane, shot up and good. It's going to make it 28-10, 7:01 here, third quarter. With Sarah over to Heron on the left wing in the corner to McCulley. McCulley looking, dribbles back out. Over to Wissera. Wissera backs it back out. Over to McCulley in the corner to Heron. Heron back out to McCulley. She'll dribble up top. Gets it to Klein. Klein looks. She'll dribble left over to Heron. Heron barking out the signals there. Looks, cross court to McCulley. McCulley gonna fake, drives, pulls up for two. Nice fake. Nice ball fake there by McCulley.
Definitely a good read on her part.
McCulley and Dill kind of got tangled up there for a second. Up to Treveri. Treveri back out the Dill to Harwitz. Pulls up for three. Bang! 30-15. Lady Leps. 5:58. Third quarter. That is 5 points for Cami Harwitz. McCulley to Heron. Heron. Seems like it's different pace this half. McCulley to Klein. Top of the circle. Over to Heron. Heron's going to fake. Nice ball fake. Takes to the hole. No good. But she's fouled.
It's going to be Heron's third time to the line tonight.
I believe you're correct, Paige. I'll tell you what, it's been a little bit of a different style of play here in the second half, as she's kind of, the team has kind of come out, slowed the pace down a little bit, and been more direct.
Controlled, I think is a good word to use as well.
So shot up is good. It's going to make it 31-15. Again, I'm Rob Johnson, joined by Paige Folk.
Good evening.
Second shot is good. Treveri over to Harwitz. Harwitz dribbling, double teamed, and she's going to be fouled. Oh no, they called the timeout. I thought she was going to get the foul on McCulley there. They did call the foul on McCulley. I think what they must have called off the timeout once they called the foul. Tried to get it to Fleming, and it's going to be out of bounds. Lady Leps ball. 5:22, third quarter, 32-15. Barwick to Wissera. Wissera up to Heron. Heron kind of playing a point forward this half. Over to Barwick in the corner. She's going to drive. Gets it off to McCulley. McCulley's going to pull for three. Shot no good. That's going to be rebounded by Klein. And they're going to call her for double dribble. It almost looks like they've got Heron at kind of a point forward this half, and she's kind of, the offense is going through her right now. Up the floor to Harwitz. She's going to dribble, takes, dumps it off to McKiston, turns, blocked by Wissera. Absolutely. Dill, cross court to Treveri for three. Front of the rim, no good. It's going to be saved by Harwitz to McKiston, out to Dill for three. Bang! They've got to make sure they close on that shooter. 32-18, 4:30. Third quarter. McCulley over to Barwick. Barwick behind the back, dribbles. Kicks it off to Heron. Heron, nice fake, takes it baseline, and she's going to be fouled. So Brooke Heron will go to the free throw line. That foul was on Cami Harwitz, number 54. First shot is good.
Substitution for the Leopards is going to be number 5, Maggie Baker, along with number 15, Lily Lab. Excuse me. That's that a sister's name. in for Leopard, Susina. Number 11, Mabel Kiko.
So into the ball game, number 15, just checking in, Macy Kalina for the Cards. She'll get it into Dill, double teamed by Lab and Baker. And she's gonna be fouled by number 15, Lily Lab. That'll be Lily's first foul of the ball game. Kalina to inbound. She gets it up the floor to Harwitz. She back to Kalina, up top to Dill, over to Fleming in the corner to Koenig. Koenig's gonna dribble, turns. She's stuck, gets it off to Kalina. Kalina kicks it cross court, stolen by Kiko. Up to Barwick, who trips and falls, and she's still scrambling, and we're gonna get a foul. And they're gonna call it on Mabel Kiko.
Unlucky trip there. Great steal by Mabel Kiko.
I'll tell you what, Courtney almost came up with that sitting on her backside on the floor. It kind of almost bounced right back to her. So Kalina into Dill. She'll dribble, gets it off to Fleming, back out to Kalina at the top. Over to Koenig, into Harwitz on the left wing. To Dill, she's gonna drive. Shot, falls. With a triple team of Leopards there. So Baker will bring it across the backcourt over to Barwick. Barwick to Heron. She will fake, gets it back out to Maggie Baker. She's gonna back it back out. She dribbles over to Lab. Lab's gonna fake. Off to Barwick, nice pass. Shot's no good. To Kiko, follow no good. And
coming back in for Canfield is going to be number 11, Treveri.
so Treveri will inbound for the Cards. 34-20, 3:01 left here in the third quarter. Treveri dribbling across the center stripe. She's trying to push the action. Fleming to Harwitz. Off to Treveri. She's guarded by Baker. She's backing down. Passes across the court. Off to Fleming. Back at the Harwitz for three. Off the top of the backboard. Rebounded by Kalina. Stolen by Baker. Nice swipe. As she's going to push. Dumps it off to Heron for two. Nice pass.
Nice play by sophomore, number 5, Maggie Baker.
So 15 for Heron. That makes it 36-20. 2:20 left here in the third quarter. Lady Leopards still holding on to a 16-point lead. Harwitz on the left side. She'll dribble. Back up top to Kalina. On the right side to Fleming. Fleming cross court to Kalina. Kalina back over to Fleming on the right wing. She'll dribble. Guarded by Barwick. Off to Harwitz. Guarded by Kiko. Tapped away by Lily Lab, and we got a scrum, and they're going to call. I think they got Lily Lab again for that one. And they did. That's going to be 2 fouls. Got a whole lot of substitutions again.
Coming in for Canfield, back onto the court, is going to be number 4, Cammie Dill, along with number 24, Aline Barakat. Coming for the Leopards is going to be number 35, Shay Klein, number 33, Taylor McCulley, number 25, Riley Walters, number 22, Alexis Busara. No, is she on the court?
I think you're right.
That might have been on the court. Another substitution is going to be number 24, Brooke Heron.
So Kalina going to give it off to Harwitz in the corner to Dill. Dill dribbling, gives it to McKiston up top. She's going to turn, spins, dumps it to Harwitz in that corner for three. Long, no good, rebounded by McCulley. And here she goes up the floor, long pass to Wasera. Shot, good. Nice look by Taylor McCulley. 38-20, Lady Leps. That's Wasera's 4th point. 1:03 left here, third quarter. Kalina looking, dumps it off to Dill, over to McKiston. McKiston dribbles, drives, kicks it to Kalina. Kalina fakes, tries to get into Harwitz and throws it away. 50.4 seconds left, 38-20.
Joining Canfield on the court is going to be number 21, Jenna Harborough.
Substitution.
Back on the court for the Leopards is going to be Courtney Barwick, number 2.
And for the Leopards, number 2, Courtney.
So McCauley will bring it across the center stripe. Gonna dump it off to Lexi with Sarah. Sarah fakes. Dumps it into Klein. Klein's gonna back down, back out to Sarah. Cross court to Barwick, who's gonna pull for 3. Back rim, no good. Rebounded by the Cardinals. They get it up to Dill. Dill picked up by McCauley. She's trying to get it across the center stripe and does. She's waving off Harwitz. Into the corner to McKiston. McKiston up top to Fleming. They get it back over to Dill, back to McKiston. McKiston to Dill on the left wing. She's gonna drive to the hole. Shot. They're gonna call a foul on the Leopards. So Dill will go to the free throw line.
Foul called on Louisville's number 33.
And they gave that foul to McCauley. It could have been a couple of different culprits on that one. So first shot's good.
Coming in for Canfield is going to be number 41, Cece McElroy.
For Canfield.
6.1 seconds left here in the third. Shot rims out, rebounded by McCauley. 38-21. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, shot. Air ball, no good. So that's how we'll end the third quarter, 38-21. Lady Leopards lead this one as we will head to the fourth quarter. This is the Dragon Media Network. And we're back here at Louisville. Lady Leopards lead 38-21. Lady Leopards have been phenomenal on defense, Paige.
You know, we've always said that defense is one of their strongest things in the game. You know, coming in with that high tempo, they stuck with it right away. Keeping the ball here in the second, third quarter, coming into the fourth, we hope they do the same. But, you know, that first quarter defense was definitely what brought them through.
Well, and even when they're getting beat, they're getting back on D to recover. They're recovering quickly. So McKiston to Dill. Dill dumps it to Fleming. Nice backdoor pass. No good. Leopards are coming the other way. Up to Wissera. Shot up. Good. Nice look by Barwick. Nice shot by Wissera. 40-21, Lady Leps lead, 7:35. Fleming dumps it to McKiston. Shot for 2, rebounded by Harwitz. Harwitz, shot up to Treveri, good. 40-23, Lady Leps lead. That's 5 for Jenna Treveri. With Sarah, with Treveri guarding her. Dumps it inside to Klein. Klein turns, looks, gives it off to McCauley, over to Heron. Heron's gonna dribble over to Wissera on the right wing. Wissera looking, dumps it into Klein. Back out to Wissera. Gives it off to McCauley. She'll back it out and reset. McCauley dribbling right, dumps it to Wissera. Wissera dribbles over to Heron, left wing. She's dribbling, Gets it off to Barwick in the corner for 3. Back rim, no good. Rebounded Cardinals. They give it up to Drill, up to Treveri. tapped away by Klein, blocked by Barwick. Over to Dill, in the corner to Harwitz. Dribbles, drives. Treveri takes it down the lane, layup, good. That's going to be 7 for Treveri. And Lady Leps still lead 40-25 with 6:15 left in this fourth quarter. With Sarah. Dribbles. Up to Heron across the center stripe. She's guarded by McKiston. She'll get it over to Barwick on the right wing. Barwick backing down, turns, shoots left-handed, good. 42-25, 5:50, fourth quarter. That's 10 for Courtney Barwick. She's going to give it off to Dill. Dill gets it to Fleming on the left wing to Harwitz in the corner. And tapped away by Brooke Heron and out of bounds. As Koenig will check back in for the Cards. Lady Leps have really put the effort in tonight to try and, I guess, correct what they did against what they didn't do against Boardman tonight.
I think that was a great way to say that. You know, it's not always about, you know, seeing what you did wrong, you know, coming out of a bad game, you know, things that you didn't do that you could have.
As Fleming gets a nice easy path to the bucket. That makes it 42-27. 5:09, and Heron will be fouled by McKiston with 5:07 left here in the ball game. Klein to McCauley. McCauley gonna dribble, kicks it inside to Wasera. Wasera backing down out to Klein to McCauley. McCauley looks inside to Klein, tapped away. Klein able to get it back. She's gonna pack it down and stolen from behind by the Cardinals, but out of bounds. So Lady Leopards will get the ball back. 4:48 here in the fourth quarter.
It's going to be Barwick to inbound.
Barwick looking, gets it into Heron. Heron has it tapped away by Dill. Nice defense by Dill. And I think we've got a timeout, Louisville.
Timeout on the floor, Canfield, full timeout.
Excuse me, they called Canfield. So we were bound to be 50% right on that. Big week in sports this week for the Louisville faithful. As Lady Leps tonight. Tomorrow night, couple things going on, but I know that the middle school band concert's over at the middle school tomorrow night. Friday night, big game. Louisville Leopards, St. Ignatius.
Yeah, that's definitely a big game.
Yeah, at St. Ignatius as well. I know that Straggett Media Network will be there covering that. We've got the girls against Glen Oak here on Saturday.
Yeah, I believe that tip-off's at 2?
I believe so, 2 or 2:30.
Might be 2:30. I believe JV's at 1.
So we'll have that game here. And then Saturday night, another big game as the Leopards boys basketball team takes on the Kent Roosevelt Rough Riders at Springfield High School. And then bowling on Sunday. Check out either Louisville City Schools or Louisville Athletics for details. As Barwick gets the ball, dumps it into Klein, over to Wasera. Shot no good. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Dill. So plenty of places to go check out the Leopards, whether it's basketball or...
No reason to be bored this week, people.
Right. Go out and support your Leopards. So Klein into Barwick. Barwick to Heron. Heron gets it over to Wasera. Wasera to Barwick. She loses it. Picked up by Fleming. She loses it over to Harwitz. And Dill's going to pick it up. She's coming up the floor to Fleming. Fleming going to take into the corner. McKiston. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Klein to Wasera. Up to McCauley. She's going to push. Gives it off to Heron. Heron's going to turn. Take to the hoop. Shot up. And good. It's going to be 17 for Heron. 44 for the Lady Leps. 44-27. 3:45. Fourth quarter. Blocked by Shea Klein. McCauley up to Heron. Tapped away by
Dill, I believe.
Fleming was able to retrieve it. Gets it up to Dill. Back to Fleming. Layup is good. Nice take by... sorry, I lost track. Carly Fleming. I knew it was Fleming. Oh, nice take there. As Fleming stole it from Barwick. Blocked by Klein. Nice recovery by the Leopards there. So, sounds like the student council went on a little shopping thing.
Yeah, so every year, for those that don't know me, student council, I am executive student council president this year. I've been student council president for my class past 4 years. But every year, we sponsor a couple local families, and we do service projects. We have to do 4 every year. And one that we're able to do during the Christmas time is head out to Walmart, and we have lists from these families, and us as the students on council go out and we shop for these families. We have about just around $100 for each. It's kind of something special each of us get to do. It's a lot more personal than you kind of just going out and like sending them something. Us going out and getting the items themselves. You know, whether it's just simple things like plates or towels or, you know, toy or two for the kids
Sure.
and the family. You know, it really makes it personal, really like puts you out in the community, which I really love. I wasn't able to go this year. I had work, but past couple years I've done it. It's always been a blast. You put Maddie Benson, Brooke Heron together, it's always fun.
Well, I did see a picture of, I believe it was Brooke Heron pushing Maddie Benson
Maddie in the shopping
in
cart.
the shopping cart.
That would not be a first, I will tell you that.
So yeah, well, that's pretty cool. I did want to make a mention of that tonight because I knew that that's something pretty special that the student council does do.
Yeah. Our next service project I will be a part of, it's going to be tomorrow at the community cupboard. We're going to be there for about 2 hours right after school. It's going to be about 5 of us, you know, helping pack food, helping people out there, which I always love to do. People down at the community cupboard, you know.
Was there anything else that the community come do to help out?
You know, always, especially during the holidays, it's so important to help those in need, especially those in our community. You know, just donating something small, whether it's just a couple items that you might have had around the house, whether to going out to the store if you feel the need to. But everyone, everywhere can always use a little bit of something down at the community cupboard.
So here come the Lady Leps. Barwick on the left wing. 2:40 left here in this ball game. Klein dumps it into Heron. Heron gonna back down, tapped away with Sarah to McCauley for 3. Bang! And just like that,
Nice look there
9
by
points.
Sarah, picking that up and seeing McCauley over the shoulder.
So Treveri dribbling in the corner, picks up her dribble, tapped away by Barwick, up the floor to McCauley. McCauley's gonna push, takes it to the hole. Layup's no good. And we're gonna have a rebound by Canfield. Treveri pushing the other way. Nice stop by Wasera to get back on defense, and blocked by Barwick again. So Canfield will inbound with 2:03. Harwitz shot up, no good, rebounded, and blocked by Klein. Shot up again, rolls off, rebounded by McCauley, out to Barwick, tapped away, Dill, shot up, no good, rebounded. She's gonna go and no good. She's still got it. I don't know how they keep coming up with that ball. McCauley blocked. McCauley saw Heron streaking down the floor.
It's a great rebound by Klein to get it out to her.
So with 1:37 left in this ball game, 47-29 Lady Leps. We've got some tough choices tonight for player of the game.
I definitely agree with that.
Carrabba's player of the game, folks.
Quick substitution for the Cardinals is going to be number 2, Lurion Janone, and number 10 rejoining us, Sammy Economis.
So Barwick's going to come up the backcourt. Nice pick by McCauley. She's going to dribble, takes it down the lane, shot up, no good. Rebounded and tied up by, they're going to call a jump ball, so that's going to stay Leopard possession with 1:25. Looks like we'll have a couple more substitutions.
It's going to be number 5, Maggie Baker, and number 25, Riley Walters. Along
Senior.
with Mabel Kiko, number 11. Oh.
She missed the scorer's table. So Klein, Heron, sit down. Looks like we'll have a few more substitutions here. As Dill's going to push it up the floor. She's going to take strong to the hoop. And going to be tapped away by Mabel Kiko.
Joining us on the court for the Leopards is going to be number 4, Violet Lab, and number 3, Reagan Cheeseberry, as we like to call her out on the soccer field.
So Dill to inbound. Economus. Back to Dill. Shot up is good. 47-31. Or 40. They put it on the wrong one. So there we go. 1:05 left. Tapped out of bounds. It'll be Leopard ball.
Coming in for Canfield is going to be number 41, Cece McClory.
So
McClory, excuse me.
Baker brings it across the center stripe. She's double teamed into the corner to Kiko. Kiko dribbles back out. She'll get it out to Baker. Baker to Walters. Walters driving, dumps it off to Kiko. Kiko brings it back out top off to Baker. Baker. She'll bring it back over the other way to Viola Lab to Mabel Kiko. Kiko to Walters. Walters gonna dribble, takes it, pulls it back out to Kiko.
30 seconds here.
Baker dribbling, gives it off to Walters. And I think the Lady Leopards are just gonna run the clock out here. Lab to Berry, over to Baker. Baker resets. Baker off to Kiko. Kiko gonna bring it back out top. And they looks 9 seconds here. Baker still running the clock here. And 2 seconds, 1 second. And that's gonna be the ball game as the Lady Leopards defeat the Canfield Lady Cardinals. Quite a ball game, Paige.
Definitely was. I've got to be one of their best games this season. You know, it was a great one to call. I enjoyed it all day.
So 47-31. Paige is going to take off and go see if she can't catch up with our Carrabba's player of the game. So we got a special guest coming on the air with me, as he happened to be in the crowd with us tonight. Friend and Straga Media Network co-host, Mark Lanzer. What's happening, Mark?
Not too much. Just decided to come out and see some girls basketball, and a nice effort tonight. Very good defense by the Lady Leopards tonight.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was a very, very strong game, and we're going to ship it down to the floor real quick, and then we'll come back as looks like Paige Folk has our player of the game, our Carrabba's player of the game, so we'll shoot it down to Paige real quick.
Paige Folk, Straggett Media Network, here with Courtney Barwick, our player of the game, with the Carrabba's player of the game. So first question I got to ask is the change in tempo between the first half and the second half. You know, coming in, Canfield kind of set it strong. You guys didn't back down at all. How do you think the change in tempo affected the game, and why do you think you set it like the team set it like that coming in?
We're a team that likes to get out and transition, so I think the change in tempo really helped. You know, boost our motivation to really pull away from them in the second half. So, and we held them to like what 6 or 8 points. So I think that was pretty good.
So coming into this game, you know, after Canfield's pretty amazing season last year, pretty high in the tourney run, what was the feeling coming into this game, team's feeling, you know, maybe at practice?
I mean, we knew it was going to be a good game, they were going to be tough, and then we were going to have to get after it. So we just really hustled in practice and tried to practice like we play, practice harder than we play.
So this was your 16th time as in the history for times matching up with Canfield tonight. 12-4 on the side of Canfield, 3-3 here. Do you think that affected the team tonight at all, and maybe practices before?
Definitely. I mean, like I said, they're a tough team, and we knew we were going to have to handle the ball and handle the pressure from them. So.
All right, so great answers as always. Thank you once again, Courtney. Once again, I'm Paige Folk with Straggett Media Network with our Carrabba's player of the game, Courtney Barwick. Thank you tonight, and good luck for the rest of your season.
Thank you.
And that was Courtney Barwick with Paige Folk with our Carrabba's player of the game. Like I said, it was a lot of fun tonight, Mark.
Yes, it was.
Lady Leps came out, jumped out on top of them. And kind of took right out of the gate. In fact, they held Canfield to what, 2 points?
2 points in the first quarter and 10 points in the overall first half, 28-10.
So, I mean, with defense like that, that really will help you on the offensive end as well.
Yes, Lady Leopards had a lot of missed shots that looked pretty good looks, but the defense makes up for that.
And nice game tonight, not just by Courtney Barwick, our Carrabba's player of the game. She kind of did it both offensively and defensively, but we also had another 17 points, a little bit closer to that 1,000 for Brooke Heron.
Okay.
So checking in, Guy Gadone says nice work by the Lady Leps tonight to get that one back in the win column. And Ryan Brailer says another excellent all-around game by the Lady Leps. A loss is sometimes the valuable, and this team needed that Boardman game. I think the Lady Leps and the coaching staff learned a lot from that. A+ tonight.
Yes, very much, and it's good to hear from Guy Gadone. I haven't seen him for a while, but he's a longtime friend of mine.
So I want to thank Paige Folk, Jack Horn, and Mark Lanzer for coming on with us tonight. We had a lot of fun as the Lady Leps win tonight, 47-31. And we're going to sign off tonight. So thank you to all of you for coming on. We had a great time. Till next time, we'll see you in a gymnasium or stadium near you. This is Rob Johnson with the Straggett Media Network. Till next time, have a great night, everybody.